Okay, now we're going to look at a couple of small topics. One is subqueries and the other one is unions. First, I'll do one video on subqueries. That's this one, and then we'll do unions in a separate video. A subquery is where you take a select statement and embed another select statement inside of it, usually inside the where clause. So let's look at an example. I've got here a select statement that lists out for all of our faculty members their last name, first name, and salary formatted to do decimal places. Then I sorted by last name and then first name. So there's nothing unusual about this query. It doesn't even have any joins. And let's run it and see what we get. Well, we get what we expect, the name sorted and the amount of salary. And if we take a look at the output window down here, we'll see that we got 26 rows returned. So that's the number of records in the faculty table because there's no where clause in here right now. Now, you know, I can write a where clause in here like this to do some simple filtering, you know, where salary is greater than $80,000, something like that. That's simple where clause. And now I'll get fewer records. It used to be 26. Now it's something smaller than that. Let's see what we actually got. 24. So I filtered out 2 people by putting that where clauses in. Now I hard-coded the 80,000. I just pulled that number out of air. But suppose what I wanted to do is write a query that's more dynamic, a query that answers the question, show me the faculty members whose pay is above the average pay in the college. This should say pay, not page. Now that's tricky. I don't know what the average is. Now I could run another query and you know, get the average like this. Let me just create a new query window here, and I'll say select av salary from faculty, and let's beautify that, and let's run it and see what we get. Okay, so the average salary is $99,390. Now I could take that number and plug it back into here, and that would give me what I'm after, everybody above the average. The problem with that is the query isn't good in the future because people will come and go and their salaries change, and that 93,000 or whatever it was over here, or 99,300 wouldn't be current. So what I want to do is incorporate this select statement that gives me the average salary into this select statement over here. So in the where clause, I'm going to write a subquery. I'm going to take that original query over there and write it in here. So I'm going to say where salary is greater than, instead of the 80,000, I'm going to create a parenthesis and then write select average salary from faculty. This is an entirely separate query. It's just embedded inside the where clause. Now, I do have to wrap the query, the subquery rather, inside of parentheses. But other than that, it's a run-of-the-mill select statement. There's nothing unusual about it. I run it here, and now let's see how many records we got. Now we got 12 rows back. So there's 12 professors whose salary is above the average. So it's very useful to use a subquery in something like this when you need to filter on some statistic that you don't have already in your query, and you just write a subquery. And of course this is a standard select statement here. You can put a where clause on it if you wanted. It doesn't make any sense to do order by, because typically subqueries return just a single row, single value, like this one does. Remember, when we ran this, we got back a single row with a single value in it. So that gets plugged into the where clause on salary, and poof, you can. This query is now good for the future. As professors come and go and salaries change, the query will always return the people above average.